Hey, it's Mrs. J here, blogger-in-chief of Prayer and Pedagogy.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for keeping up with me in my series, Fun Fridays in 5 minutes or less. If you're finding this useful, please share it with all of your teacher friends and co-teachers so that they and their classrooms can have just as much fun as we are. Today, I'm super excited to introduce you to GimKit. I have absolutely fallen in love with GimKit, and more importantly, so have my kids. Let's get into it. So you're going to want to visit GimKit.com, and once you log in or create an account, you will find yourself on this landing page. There are two GimKits, GimKit Live and GimKit Inc. I'm going to focus on GimKit Live. It is the quizzing platform. If you're interested in GimKit Inc., just leave a message in the comments and I can definitely do a review of that one as well. So GimKit focuses on the kits, and kits are essentially the stack or deck of questions that will be used in the quizzing gaming platform. So one thing that I love about GimKit is there's so many different ways to play the game and to use the kit. So of course you can always do a quick search for a kit. So we just finished reform movement. So I may want to do a search and I can find questions that are already created, kits on the same exact topic, and use them and play it just like that. So I can take one that I like. If I like it as is, I can click on play and boom, we could be playing in just a few minutes, right? Another option is to create my own kits, which I love to do because I just like to make sure that things are the way that I want them to be. But it only takes me a few minutes, especially if I have already created a flashcard set in Quizlet. Let me show you what that looks like. So you just click on the new kit button and you're going to give it a title. That's good to go. You can always create a little picture for it, or if you have one that you see on the internet, you can hyperlink it there. I'm just going to go with the clock. So now when it comes to adding questions to your kit, there are a couple of different options that you have here. You can always import a question just by adding a question and typing it in. Gives you lots of different options. I do appreciate a couple of things about this. One, I love that you can add a photo and you can add audio to a question. I also love the way that they have two options for the way that students can answer the question. So you have your basic multiple choice, but then you also have text input where the students will need to type in a specific answer to the question. If you're not interested in doing that, the fastest and most efficient way is with flashcards. I personally use Quizlet, but you can import flashcards from a lot of other, flashcard platforms. So really simple. I would go to Quizlet. Here's the deck that we've been using to study the reform movement. I'm just going to click over here and click on export. And then it's going to give me the text, copy it, come over to GimKit, paste it, and then boom, there are my questions. And so just like that, I've turned my Quizlet flashcard deck into a kit for GimKit. And I have my questions and the different answer choices. If, let's say I saw some questions from another kit and I wanted to add that one to mine, I could always go here to the question bank, look up a kit that is connected to mine, and then I can go ahead and add questions from other ones and use that one in mine. So it's a great way to quickly put together a kit. Once you have your kit, you click on finish, and now it's time to play. So there are two things about GimKit that kind of pushes it over the top compared to some of the other quizzing platforms for me. Number one, it's the diversity of the modes, the games that you can play. You can take one kit of information that you want to cover, but you can play it in about 8 different ways. And so once you get beyond your basic, quiz, answer the multiple choice question platform, there are so many other options, and you can just click on the Learn More button to kind of get an overview of what each of these options are about. My kids, we love the Trust No One. It's kind of an Among Us based version of the game. If you're trying to get your kids to talk and communicate online, you definitely want to try out that one. We've also been doing a Floor is Lava challenge. This has been great competition. Each of our class periods have been trying to last as long as possible. And then I've built a little platform where we're ranking each class and seeing how long each class is outlasting the others. And so they've really gotten into a competitive spirit over that one. But there are just so many different options, and they're fit for different classes, different content, different class sizes. And so there's so much diversity to being able to play, and even using the same content, each game play feels different. The other thing that I really love about GimKit is that, unlike perhaps quizzes or Kahoot, where the kids answer the questions and then they're done, GimKit allows you to continue to recycle through the questions. So students are getting more exposure. If they miss a question, it'll pop back up and they have an opportunity to get it right the next time or the next time or the next time after that. So it really provides a great opportunity for exposure and reinforcement of content. Similar to other platforms, once you have chosen what version of the game you want to play and made your settings, you're going to get a code. And so your students will go to gimkit.com/live and put in that code, and then you'll begin to see the names pop up here. And once you have everybody, you can click on Start Game. So that's GimKit. Now, the one thing about GimKit that is different than the other platforms is that there is no freemium version. They only have GimKit Pro, and so you can either purchase it or you can be in the trial. As you can see, my trial is going to be over next week. I've only brushed the surface of all of the different possibilities of what GimKit offers. And so this is definitely something that is on my to purchase list for next year. I've already talked to my specialist about it and told her to put it in the budget because I definitely think it is worth it. And it ends up being about $60 for the year. And so from the reaction and the responses that I've gotten from my kids in the trial that we've been using, I've asked them for their feedback. They love it. They want it. And I think it's worth it. There you go. I hope you and your kids enjoy GimKit as much as we do. If you found this useful, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me at the intersection of prayer and pedagogy. See you next time.